Alright, it's go time. Let's get right to it. Let me harvest these. I am going to animate.
Inquisitor.
Still got construction going on inside over there, but it's looking way better than it was before. Is there anything I need beforehand? Let's see if there's some kind of way if I can get a more powerful version of this bow. I got enough dragon bone. I wonder if that'll work out.
So I'm thinking.
Elganon. Getting still. I don't know the difference between these two. Armor penetration. Let's go for that. One attack. 18. I don't have a lot of storm heart, but I got more of this. Let's go ahead with that. Flanking damage, critical chance is what I want. %. Critical damage bonus. I want critical chance more. Increase the chance of me getting criticals. 11% is probably the best I'm gonna get critical chance. Critical here. Let's see here. Critical chance, 11%. Yeah, that's the best. Now, what do I want as special ability on this bad boy? Hidden blades. Just don't see the difference between this perseverance and this bow. And this has explosive arrows on it. You wonder why this is considered a. Well, they're both tier 3 bow schematics. These are tier 4. This has the highest damage possibility, but it doesn't got the ability as I'm looking for. I don't know. Let me just look it up. I got it now. I mean, Elganon's, what is it? Elganon's instance? It's not instance. Let me just look these up. I got it now. I mean, the one with the explosive arrows makes the most sense. Yeah, there's no reason to make the perseverance. This bow here is better. It is considered by most people to be the most powerful bow in the game. Um, Despite the lyrium reinforced longbow being higher damage, like this one is considered to be the best in the game, mainly because all arrows are explosive, I guess, and so that automatically gives it like a fire element damage, and then you can add other stuff to it. So we're gonna go with this. See if I can make it any better than the one that I got. Matter of fact, let me look at the one that I got. This is the one I got here. 20. I guess it matters what level I make it at, huh? Level 25 item. Level 24 item. 20 item. Let's make another. Let's make another one. And let's see how we do. Make it with Dragamon, obviously. And let's see, it has different. Well, they're the same. Attack 11. And the other one had attack 21. Maybe it's just, I don't know. It's fine. I never really understand what sunder, chance to sunder target. What is it? What does it mean to sunder? Let's find out. I gotta understand these things a lot better. I've been playing this game for I don't know how long, and I never looked it up. Sunder reduces the target's armor. I mean, that makes sense. I played the original Final Fantasy Tactics back in the day, which is an extremely difficult game. And that's one of the things people can do is sunder someone's armor, which will rend people's armor, which is the same as sunder. But actually, it completely destroys armor rather than weaken it. But I just want to increase attack. Let's see what else I need to get. Dexterity. Here we go. Cunning and dexterity. And then let's get my hidden blades. Now let's see what this bad boy. Another demon slayer room. 244, so it does matter. It does matter what level you make stuff at. Why did I never notice? This is the level 25 bow now because I'm level 25. But technically, if I make another bow when I level up a couple more times, it would be better. Huh. Well, that's interesting. So that's better than my Inquisition Great Bow. I'll give that to Sarah, I guess. What is she using right now? She's using my old bow. Which is pretty much the same elven bow. don't know when I gave that outfit is nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm playing this for I don't know how many times I've been playing this game, and I'm learning new things still. All right, let's put that bad boy away. So I might want to make a. There's no dragons left, so I don't really need this bow anymore. Now, do I fight any enemies that isn't corrupted? Red Templars are corrupted. Darkspawn is corrupted. The solution is what I'm going to need for animate, because technically Grey Wardens are corrupted. I don't need a Dragon Slayer bow anymore. There's only one more dragon left in the game, and it's DLC. You don't actually have to fight it. We will have enough to make it. Do I fight any other regular humans? What do you think? Regular human enemies? Some, but not enough for it to matter. I only can make a master corrupting one. I can't make a superb. There's not enough Red Templars for that. And I haven't had enough revenants to make a superb cleansing one, so I'm stuck with what I got. So we're using the solution with a master cleansing run. And we're gonna go to add. I'm gonna take Black Wall and Varric. Who else am I thinking? Maybe Solus? Or maybe Dorian? Vivian? Yeah, it's pretty rare for me to take Vivian. But I want to take Solus. Make some difficult decisions here. Different from what I did last time. What should I take? Increase the defense of everybody. It's good. Like, Colin got some of the best ones. Colin and Liliana. There's something here. Investigate the laboratory. Oh, Liliana. Take care of that because of the traps. Learn more about dragons. And deal with the angry barbists.
Inquisitor.
At your service.
Okay, here we go. Let's recommended levels 12 to 15. I am level 25. Because I do every little thing before I even get to the story. So we're over level for this. Wait. I kind of want to get through this quickly, so I'm going to turn one of the trials off. We're going to put this back on because I don't have any more camps that I can fast travel to. That takes away my focus. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now let's go. We only have main story quests left now. And DLC. Alright, let's go.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabres. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news.
Hmm.
And the bad news?
Arimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
I just thought about it. I'm going to be fighting Grey Wardens who are up there. There's going to be demons there too, so I might need a demon slaying bow. Because the Wardens, I don't actually want to fight them, but the demons I got to take care of. It's pretty much my job.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some Wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces.
Mages there.
Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Oh yeah, Grey Warden mages. Okay. When I first played the game, this was a very controversial for me. Because I was like, we're going to fight Grey Wardens? Because, you know, I play Dragon Age Origins, and the main character, you play as Grey Warden. And they're supposed to be heroes, but now they're going to be your enemies. It was a pretty big deal. But I've done this at least 100 times already, so let's get to it. Okay. I'm taking Blackwall. I'm gonna take Solus because of what comes down later after Animate Fortress, and I'm taking Varric because Hulk is gonna be there, and I just like him. Varric is one of my favorite people. to talk to and hang out with here.
Pull back! They're through! All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. She's assisting them until you arrive. There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
I think I'm gonna switch to my new bow, the Striker Inquisitor bow, and just focus on the demons. It's not gonna give me a bonus against the Grey Wardens, but I feel like they're not my primary enemy here, even though, you know, they are kind of against me. I don't want to fight them, but gotta fight them. All right. You know, two sides fight for what they believe in. These people may have the wrong idea, but the reason why they're doing it is because they want to find a way to permanently get rid of Darkspawn for everybody's sake, which makes me more conflicted. Like they're risking their lives trying to fight for what they believe in. They believe that they're right or what they're doing is right. Or even if it's not right, they feel like they're doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. And you got to stop them. Bow is better. Whew. Wiping them out. Those first group, it took me a minute, but this is the weapon I should be using. I said, sorry to all you Grey Wardens. I don't want to do it, but inscription upon a trebuchet stone in flowing formal script. All who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. A didium underneath it, painted quickly and sloppily. Stick this in your taint, blighty. Okay. You sure don't feel bad about killing the Red Wardens. I feel bad.
We will not be sacrificed for some insane ritual.
Okay, here we got some that we can save.
Can't you see? This is madness. It's no use. Their minds are not their own. Keep your distance.
The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill Wardens. Fall back, you won't be harmed.
All right. My men will stay back. We want no part of this. Deal with Clarel as you must.
Thank you.
Well said. I had hoped some of the Wardens would listen to reason.
Right. We should come to a full-on siege. Some of them could have just left. But, you know. I don't know. I hope they don't kill off none of my favorite people in the next game. I don't want to have to deal with that. Like, Hawk is not going to be in the game, but the Inquisitor is, and so is Varric. And you know we got Solus. And I like Solus, even though he's doing something wrong. I guess you can't really get through that game without him ended up, you know, dead at some point. Whoa. Got behind me. Took out 3 siege points.
Clear the area around the ladder. We're clear.
Let's get to the next one.
Oh, I gotta go that way. hell, here we go. Get out of here, despair demon.
Goodbye.
Take out this pride demon. Ah. Nothing.
Inquisitor,
So hard.
always a pleasure.
Alright. Protect my troops.
Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this.
I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
I don't need protection. Wish you could recruit Hawk to the Inquisition permanently, but it's not. One more siege point.
We need to clear a path for our guys. All right, this one's clear. We must hurry. Our forces cannot stand against the demons for long.
Yeah, I know. Master Aramon, I am not an untutored apprentice. Grey Warden mages who left the circle just after the heroine might take your explanation at face value, but I was an enchanter before I joined the Grey Wardens. That the sacrifices, the death, are necessary to bind the demons, I grant you. You know most of such things than I, and I make no judgment upon it. But the manner of my mages, since binding demons is still unsettling, they answer my questions readily, but the words are spoken by rote, and several of the non-mages have complained that their comrades seem cold and unfeeling against the ritual. Some of that is natural, I grant you. One cannot kill a brother and come away unchanged, but if there is more to this, I will have it from you. The Inquisition presses upon us to action. Continue the rituals. If we must destroy them before we venture into the deep roads, so be it. But do not lie to me, Aramon. I stand against the Blight, and no man, no Inquisitor, and no Magister will get in my way. Morale. Too bad you're wrong. It's manipulated. I can see why she did what she did, though. It's not right. But I get why she did what she did. I mean, she's a Grey Warden first, and she dedicated her life to fighting against the Blights, and she would do anything to beat it. So there was no other choice but for us to come to blows with the Grey Wardens because of it. It's not ideal, but it's the way things have to be. Blackwall. Get a free ability point. a lot of the champion moves are defensive. I mean, if you're a warrior and you want high defense and you want to protect your entire squad, you want to be a champion. It increases your durability by a lot. Walking Fortress can make you invincible for a short time. If you want to be good at attacking and taking out the demons, you be a Templar. Ravager is pure attack. That's what Blackwall is. He dies all the time because the amount of damage you take increases, and that increases your attack. So you take more damage, your attack goes up a lot. So you have to kill things fast. I'm not really into that. But I think my canon warrior Inquisitor was a Templar. Even though he saved the mages. Weird. But, you know, I like it. I'm enjoying the world so far. The archery is quite good, actually. It's better than I thought it would be. A lot better. There you go. Can't hit any of them. Shield of the Anointed.
Commander Cullen will hold a path open for us as long as possible, Inquisitor. Our forces are ready when you are.
All right. Let's get to Pharrell and no health potions appear at all because of the trials I'm on. I haven't used any. Solus has extras.
Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tevinter, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
If you'd have let that elf join the wards and Crestwood, this would be her instead of him.
It will.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Farrell! If you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Eraman wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from dark spawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tevinter ally binds the mages to Corypheus!
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through! Please. I've seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself! Do not make me kill you to stop this madness!
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Now, my Inquisitor is very educated, so I can use this, but I like to let Blackthorn talk. I like to give him an opportunity to do something important. Plus, this doesn't seem like innocent wardens be spared. This says that they're real, and this says, let's go with Blackwall. I know that's a sure deal.
Blackwall, can you talk some sense into them?
You don't know me, but you may have heard my name. Like you, I've given my life to the Grey Wardens. The first time I put on this armor, I felt like I belonged. Like I was part of something honorable. Something with a purpose. I know how good that feels. How safe. But fighting and dying here today won't stop the Blight. If you want to stop the Blight, kill that bastard up there. His master is the living embodiment of its corruption.
Well said. I like his speech too.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Now they can see.
Clarel, wait.
Help the Inquisitor!
Whoa. out. Oh, they got hit. Keep moving, people. Could be hurt. I took some health off, even though he messed me up kind of bad, actually. So let's see, you got the most. Use yours. Recover a little bit. Come on. Let's go, let's go.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight.
Would have got away if it wasn't a trial. Maybe.
Where are we?
We were falling. If this is the afterlife, the Chantry owes me an apology. This looks nothing like the Maker's bosom.
No. This is the Fade. The Inquisitor opened a rift. We came through. And survived. I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
This must be very exciting for you, Solus. Any advice you have on what exactly is going on would be wonderful.
What spirit commands this place? I have never seen anywhere like it.
It's not how I remember the Fade either. Perhaps it's because we're here physically, instead of just dreaming. The stories say you walked out of the Faded Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using, and there could be others.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
It sounds like our best option. There, let's go.
This is fascinating. It is not the area I would have chosen, of course. To physically walk within the Fade.
Right. You like it here. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, literally.
Solus, you're the expert on this place. Anything helpful?
The Fade is shaped by intent and emotion. Remain focused, and it will lead you where you wish to go. The demon that controls this area is extremely powerful. Some variety of fear, I would guess. I suggest you remain wary of its manipulations, and prepare for what is certain to be a fascinating experience.
Okay. Fascinating experience, huh? Of course, there's rare lyrium here in the Fade. Ow. Random people's dreams.
There must be something here.
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. From the little I remember of what happened at Haven, I thought you were dead.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit, or a demon.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are?
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
That's right. I don't remember. How do you know my title? Do I have you to blame? Let's just say that's right.
No, I don't.
The memories you have lost were taken by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Alright, but first, let me ask you the questions I need to ask.
We cannot tarry long.
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Would you trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
Recover your memories to learn how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks the door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
So all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
So can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her? Or some kind of Fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
I'm gonna say I'm right where I should be.
I was meant to become the Inquisitor.
But what is the Inquisitor? And how will it change the world? You believe in your purpose, and that is good. That is your power.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the Nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
I'd like to know more about the Nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the Nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the Nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was, once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear, and pain, and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow. As you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
We should keep moving.
Run while you can! Want them!
Bring forth the sacrifice.
What's going on here?
I've got to share my stream. No, it was very worried all along.
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help!
What's going on here?
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
I don't think that would have worked for Corypheus anyway. Given his darkspawn-like anatomy, tends to like. I don't think the magic would have like imprinted itself on it at all. But I guess we'll never know. Let's see. Didn't get it. So it wasn't Andraste. Yeah, let's be bewildered by that.
So this is what? An accident? A random ricochet in the middle of a fight?
And if it was?
If it was, then neither the Maker nor Andraste were in any way involved in this.
I made my Hogwarts.
If you believe in the Maker, then you believe he made
Jeez.
this world, and everything in it. including your accident. And if you do not, then nothing has changed. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
I've never met the Divine. You think that was really her?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
She seems interested in helping us. That much is clear.
And the nightmare? From what she said, I don't look forward to meeting it.
Sounds like it preys on fear, stealing people's memories. That's low, even for a demon.
Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion. Save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After what it did to my fellow wardens, I pray we find some way to strike it down.
What is this? It's in a fade, so is it even really water? I'm so curious about it. Or we just believe it's water. Making that new boat was a good idea.
We have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
You did a good job finding the menacing voice.
I expected worse.
These are but minor servants of the nightmare.
Pity.
Watch out! I don't know what those are, but they're coming our way.
Small fears. Names represent what people fear, like war, death. Let's go this way first. I think this is the way to explore.
I'm not familiar with this.
How do you like them apples?
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
I'll show you a warden's strength, beast.
I like the way how subtle he is with his menacing act. Like he knows the truth already, but instead of just saying it out loud, he just... I like that. Yeah, that's a good touch.
Once again, Hawk is in danger because of you, Varric. You found the Red Lyrium. You brought Hawk here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
Döth ma Herelan. Mabanal in Asalin. Marsolas in Amardin.
Bonal Nadas.
It's random people fears.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Anders is going to die, just like your family and everyone you ever cared about.
Well, that's going to grow tiresome quickly.
I feel like in Dragon Age 2, the mage champion armor is the best out of all of them. It goes mage, warrior, rogue. That's just me. The mage armor just looks the best.
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And, of course, they look like giant spiders.
Spiders? That is not what I saw.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Wonderful.
I wonder what they saw. Or at least Blackwall. What did you see? Darkspawn, maybe?
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Archery does even more damage from a distance. Gotta always remember that.
Tarry long.
We should keep moving.
running!
Ah!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade. It was the Divine behind me. And then you... she died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
You don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Could be your soul. Stayed in the Fade in case this point in time ever happened. Are you her memory? Are you her soul? I'm gonna ask that.
Are you... her? Did you linger here to help me instead of passing on?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion!
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones, but an awful lot of the Wardens I've known went crazy.
Now isn't the time.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
The nightmare has found us.
Form up!
I'm with you.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
Warden Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction? When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
The Maker's blessing will end this wretched beast.
Why is Stroud standing there not helping at all? Whispers within the red lyrium.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
Go down here. Some stuff for me to
I
find.
guess things just float whenever they feel like it here. Wonder what's up there. Or maybe it's best we never find out.
Right. I want to go to the Black City and see what that looked like. Or maybe they'll turn you into a darkspawn.
Hard to outrun anything in this swamp.
Ferrex fears to become his parents. Vivian irrelevance. Let's see. Ironboard madness. I know that. Blackwall himself. Cold despair. Soulless dying alone. Okay. That kind of contradicts the elven romance with him, but Sarah, the nothing. Dorian temptation. Cassandra, helplessness. No, got one for me though. Darkspawn blood. Nice. Oh. These horrors. They just look like deep stalkers. Which are creepy. Oh, give me a second. All right. So it looks like a darkspawn shield, doesn't it? Okay. What are these statues doing here? Any of these statues, actually. This is the last of what I need. Get my reward. This is a puzzle here. Light the flames. Can't remember. Nope. It's an interesting place. That would kill both of those pride demons, but here comes another one. Okay, buddy. Goodbye.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
Why not just dare the old gods to try and stop you?
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
I grow fat on your fear.
I fought worse.
You are nothing. You will die in agony.
There we go.
We need to clear a path!
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
I'm not sacrificing Hawk. I look how many times I played this. That's the entire reason why I made the decision back in the Origins. I'm not sacrificing Hawk. So.
Stroud. Inquisitor, it has been an honor. For the Warden!
Sorry, Stroud. All right. Some more tough decisions to make.
She was right. Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free and Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
They came out of this alive. As far as I'm concerned, they can tell whatever stories they like.
That's how legends get started. Or at least that's what Varric always says.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons.
We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Stroud?
Oh, dead.
Warden Stroud died, striking a blow against the servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
Well, this is where I gotta do something different than what I normally do. I always bring them in to help the Inquisition, so this is my first time playing the road, and I never banish them, but I'm gonna banish them this time. I don't like it, but I gotta do something different than what my other characters would do. So banishing them. Let's see how many people don't like this. I know Solus will like it.
You leave. The unfortunate truth is that you're still
Sandra
vulnerable to
approves.
Corypheus.
Ironbull
Without
doesn't.
Stroud to guide
Blackwall
you,
Great
leaving the Wardens
approves.
unchecked is a
Sarah
risk I'm not
disapproves.
willing
Cole
to take.
approves.
By the authority of the Inquisition, you are banished from Southern Thedas.
No.
Hawk will oversee your return to the Warden Fortress at Weishaupt.
Yes, your worship.
Your worship, I would stay, if you allow it, and continue our fight.
Yes, I will let you stay. Even though you're not a warden, but We don't know that yet. Have him leave the Inquisition forever.
Of course. I've never doubted your loyalty, Blackwall.
Good luck with your Inquisition. Try not to start an exalted march on anything. And take care of Varric for me.
Okay. Hawk seemed kind of disappointed in my decision, because she usually supports my decision to bring them into the Inquisition. But they are vulnerable to Corypheus, and so I banished them. Usually don't do that, but because I like the Grey Wardens. Had to do something different though. Hopefully that means more of them survive.
Hawk sent me one final report. She's on her way to Weishaupt. The Grey Wardens are gone as well. Adamant Fortress has been sealed. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens are active in other nations. If we put out a discreet warning about the danger they pose.
We may improve our standing with nations already concerned about the Wardens. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
Where can I find the Empress?
She's holding a grand masquerade ball at her winter palace in Halam Shiral. Your invitation has been arranged. That is where the Venatori will strike. Speak with us when you are ready. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Okay. Gotta do some talking with companions. I'm back. But give me a second. Let me call somebody back that called me. I acquired Blood Wake. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I already had that. Did I just get another one? Why? Huh. Slightly higher DPS. Overall damage 50 versus 49. Yeah. I'll take the attachment Dorian already has off the one he has. Put it on this one. Slightly better. Same descriptions too. Never got two of those in one game. But okay. What else we got? Spurring of Sundering. Let's get that the Black Wall. I did just banish his heroes. There you go, Black Wall. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Alright, give me a second.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I was physically in the Fade at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, too. You didn't ask about that.
Darling, you didn't remember anything. Questioning you would have hardly been productive. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
I see. My library isn't up to your exacting standards.
It's alarmingly chaotic. I found a copy of the Oribalian in what seemed to be the Antivan Classics section.
How scandalous. Someone alert the Magisterium.
You laugh, but in some places there are punishments for that. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Stroud is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blight. In comparison,
You're right. I was fortunate.
indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
All right, I'm back. I had to talk to some people. So just touching up with my crew here after entering the Fade, and see what missions are left for my party members before I go on to the next story.
I cannot believe the Grey Wardens could even conceive of such a plan. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
Now, based on what the Veilguard trailers show, I can see why Solus is upset about that, because it seems like these old elven gods, not really gods, but the Evaneris and the old gods from the Venters seem to like they're connected in some way. But I guess you got to play that game in order to figure out how. But they're somehow connected, and you're gonna have to fight them in the next game. I know that from what I saw in the trailer. So he's obviously worried about them actually uncovering those old gods. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe more will be revealed. I don't want to speculate too much.
And calling the army of demons. That's my favorite part.
The demons are nothing. They're a tool.
A tool that would have let Corypheus ride roughshod over most of Orlais.
Even if they hadn't, the entire idea is wrong. The Blight is not something one smugly outsmarts. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving.
He didn't like the fact that I made a joke out of that.
My friend.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found in the Kokari wilds a humble cottage far removed from many of the simple, chastened tribesmen. The trees and weeds had not reclaimed the home, nor did the chastened dare to come and steal the trinkets still remaining. It was empty, long abandoned, but the world feared that you might return.
getting positive influence back with Solus is easy because he likes talking about certain things, like his exploration through the Fade. He also likes it when you ask questions a lot, not just of him, but in certain situations, people who try to gain knowledge. And I guess because you're an Inquisitor, you definitely need to do that. So maybe that's also why he likes it.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I found an ancient spirit who had once been undisputed king of almost every land I discovered. Like pride or rage, it was the Fade's reflection of a feeling. When I asked which one it was, the spirit faltered. "They've forgotten," said the spirit. "There remains no word for what I was."
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a young Canary working in a simple kitchen, baking bread as she was ordered every morning. In every loaf, she broke the rules. She'd take a pinch of sugar and fold it into the center, like a secret. And this act of small rebellion brought a shining smile across her face.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
This room, I don't know if I'm hallucinating, but it's a little different. Grey Warden shield here. Don't know what that is. That looks like something to do with the Templars. Maybe. I gotta look at my other games to see is it different. Every time. This part right here is blank. I wonder, I come back here and look after how lamps around and see if this get painted. I think it might have something to do with the story, or maybe not. Maybe I was just hallucinating a little bit. We'll see. Let's talk to color. Commander. Oh, he's not here.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Seeker Pentecost. I did like romancing her in other games. She's one of my favorites. She's super tough, but also passionate at the same time.
Now this is the hall worthy of the Inquisition.
Construction is done. Looks good.
Inquisitor.
3 eyes. Talk to my bro.
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He saved Hawk's little brother from the Blight. Not
Forgot
many
about
people
that.
knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
At least Hawk survived.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah, closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where she's going. I'll have to let Carver know. I'm sure he'll take it well. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
Sorry, Stroud. Can't give up my Hawk though.
Inquisitor.
Oh yeah, it's time to judge. The Tevinter Magister Aramon. Let me change the decorations here. Avar decorations, I'm not a fan of that. Let me see.
Pitter patter up and at it.
Decor. Drostian Chantry. Let's give Dorian that other Blood Awake. And let's take the mods off one of them and move it to the other. the mods off this one. Put it on this one. There you go.
The pen is mightier, Miles.
Get rid of some of these that I know I don't need. Okay. Let's take care of that. Put those away. Does anybody need these? Looks like everybody has a unique belt. Oh, spirit. So those extra potions. Yeah, everybody's good. Let's go ahead and put those away. Don't need to be carrying those around. Right. Let's save my game just in case I have another issue like last time. Here's hoping I don't. I've been playing this game so long. I don't want too many glitches here. All right, here we go. Excellent.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Deventer, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I served a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
He said it himself. Now I can throw him in jail, but I feel like he's too dangerous to be left alive, especially if he escaped or something like that. This is the one person I will always execute.
Lord Erimond, any protection you thought you had has apparently been withdrawn. You will die by my hand.
Petty actions. Truth lies in the next world.
Sure. That takes care of that. Wait, do I have something else? Who else do I got to judge?
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Now, she did some bad deeds with the Grey Wardens. In exile, like the other Grey Wardens, sent her to the Deep Roads was something she would want. Public humiliation, nobody likes that. And jail her and throw her away the key. I decide, because my Inquisitor is Andrastian, to forgive her for everything. It's not very well liked by everybody, but it usually results in her wanting to do some deeds to what do you call it, redeem herself. So, going with that.
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose.
Solus disapproves of this, but I
Sometimes we
don't
need
care.
a reminder. Sir Ruth, the Herald of Andraste forgives you in her name. Find peace in that.
Your worship, I will try.
Yeah, go do some good deeds. And you get the good works of Sir Ruth. Well, Sir Ruth. It's an operation on the war table. Her trying to redeem herself. Which I am all for. Okay, this place is looking pretty good. Now it's all fixed up. I went for the Andrastian design.
Inquisitor.
So,
you've been hanging out with Three Eyes?
Yep.
He does good work. Nothing compared to Bianca, though.
Nah. You know him or something?
I take it you know each other?
Acquainted. I wouldn't call us drinking buddies or anything. Guy's got weird priorities. Frankly, I think he's jealous of Bianca. Poor sod.
I mean, I'm a little jealous of Bianca, too. I want to build one like her. He called her a vanity piece. I'll stick with traps. No, I do want one like her.
I'd love to build a crossbow like Bianca someday.
Then I wish you luck. The world could probably use a few more smiths that good.
Carry on.
Wait for his personal quest to show up. It happens eventually. Let's find Cassandra and Commander Cullen. I think they're in here. Even though she's standing right there.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
Yeah, I think he's brave.
Yes, and I respect his decision.
As do I. Not that he's willing to listen. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Okay. It's just certain things that I can't do in this game. But one of the things I can't do.
I hear they're gone. The whole order.
Thank the Make.
Well, they stopped talking when I walked up. I can't make Cullen take Delirium. No place I've done that. You know, I just don't have it in me. It's like, you know, a person that's struggling to get off a drug like heroin or cocaine. And you're like, well, you're uncomfortable because of withdrawals. You might as well just take a little bit at a time, so you're not so bad. You could go on with your life. That's horrible. I'm not doing it. Whoa.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter.
It's good.
Forgive
it didn't
me.
hit me. At least you missed.
So long as you weren't aiming at me. I'm sure the box had it coming.
I swear, I didn't know you were... I never meant for this to interfere.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness.
In the real
Kirkwall's Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
I can see it.
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
It's like a person who takes drugs to numb the pain from emotional scars and losses. That pain doesn't go away. You just use the drugs that numbs you. And then when the drugs finally wear off, all that stuff comes back. Like, you need to feel those feelings and think those thoughts until you get over them. And drugs don't help. And delirium seems like it's the exact same thing as most drugs do in real life. And as soon as he got off the stuff, it wasn't just the withdrawal that was causing him problems, but also his emotional state, things that he never dealt with. And so he definitely needs to stay off delirium so he can fully recover. So these two start taking lyrium again. I don't like that. You don't need lyrium. No lyrium, that's an order. I don't want to order him. I'm just going to let him know you don't need it.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over, if you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
I didn't have to look him that deeply in the eyes, but yeah. Okay. Hang in there, man. Hang in there.
I need a moment. Could
Could we speak another time?
Yeah, I got you. Hey, what's up?
Here to help, Inquisitor.
That's the elf I recruited in the Exalted Plains. Dalish elf. Okay. Let's check on Iron Bull. He didn't come with me to the Fade, but he still is uncomfortable with the idea of it.
Were you there? Did you see what they did?
Straight across the throat. Like it was nothing.
Shit. What goes on in their heads?
Blight. Blight goes on. Never forget that.
The downside of banning the wardens is to talk with rumors. If it was here, they could talk to people. Maybe say that they all didn't do horrible things, but a lot of them did. But you banish them, and it just makes their reputation worse. But I mean, it's their fault. I can't really feel too sorry for them. Perfect song for after that quest.
How much did you need?
Most of the songs she sings, you can find on YouTube. They're not on the soundtrack. I own the soundtrack, but you can find them on YouTube.
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
Thanks. Don't get compliments too often.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
You sealed the main rift at Adamant, but the fortress is still a mess. Demons, Darkspawn, making knows what. I could take Rocky out there with some of the boys. They know how to bring down walls. We can't close rifts, but we can bury the bastards under a ton of rubble.
Sounds good.
We'll talk later.
Gonna do that later.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Sure.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
Sure.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
Bull, if you're scared of demons...
Less talking, more hitting. Piece of feed, piece of crap!
He didn't like me asking the question.
And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it?
We just did.
Okay. Sure.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
I shouldn't flirt with her. I'm with Josephine, but I got to.
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
I couldn't. Not even if my life depended on it.
It's not that hard.
Yes, it is. Poetry takes finesse. It takes grace.
Do you think you don't have those things?
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
I think it's a good idea.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Well, we all know that spirits are semi-existent. It could have been a spirit of faith or hope that sensed what she believed and it formed itself into her because of that belief to do stuff that she left unfinished, which was to help us. Either way, it helped us survive. Just say we believed it was her, or something like her, I think.
I believe it was the divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When they told me you were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
They're all making swords in here, but the main forge is underneath Skyhold. So why are they making stuff here? This is for the basic truths, I'm guessing. Let's save.
Is there anything you need?
Do you have any advice for me?
Now that the Grey Warden threat is dealt with, we must investigate the assassination plot. One can only hope it's not too late. More chaos in Olay only helps Corypheus.
Right, that's the next move.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Alright, let's talk to Sarah and Cole. Let's see if I have got anything else to say.
Man, those serving girls are frisky.
See you later, Paul.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Inquisitor.
It was too fortified. We were ready to walk away, then up comes the charge just saying it's taken care of.
Taken care of? So they killed them? Or they knew them?
That's not on my head. All I know is, job done.
Who do we owe, though? I'd rather keep it in rank.
With what we're up against, I don't think we have a choice.
Don't know what that's about, but I heard the Chargers.
I'll score.
She's gonna be freaking out.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
It's hard to describe. Guess you had to be there.
No friggin' thanks. Some people are still there. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there. Also, you could tell the wardens to piss off. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
Okay.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know, maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden?
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
Forget the hero of Ferelden? He was upset. I guess she's saying I was a little girl. I don't know nothing about that. That is a pretty important figure to forget.
Back, yeah? Always good.
Well, nothing else.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
We all did.
Just what I heard.
No.
But you like demons!
I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
What? That's what I'm looking like.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Okay.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summon from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
Okay. Gotta find me but first, let's talk to Blackwall. Is it time for him to reveal the truth?
An opportunity, Your Worship. If you've a moment, I would speak to you about a potential partnership.
You said something about a partnership.
The work you have done has presented an opportunity to return trade to the roads. A minimal investment at key points will ensure safe caravans. I'll forward it to your assistants for consideration. We have this opportunity because of you, Inquisitor, and we will all profit.
We'll speak another time.
Certainly, Lord Inquisitor.
Okay.
He is doing so much. I should ride to join him. You said he is hidden. Fairbanks would find me. He'd see my spirit. So would his enemies.
you'd fare worse than a legend.
He literally is somewhere in this key skyhold.
Someone I knew once described Adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Yeah, I agree. That's what made it difficult attacking the Grey Wardens, but what they were doing was pretty horrific.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
It's true. You got all of it down. You know, aside from the joining stuff.
All's well.
Farewell.
May it be with you.
I'm here. Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
All right. Let's find Cole this amulet. See, here's Fairbanks right here.
Inquisitor, just handed some intelligence to the spy master.
Inquisitor.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. I've just received the most terrible news.
What is it?
I'm engaged.
What? What?
When did this happen?
For the past year, my mother and father have searched Antiva for a match for me. They had no idea you and I had grown so close. Today, I received a letter declaring they've betrothed me to Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto of Antiva. I must deal with this. But until then, we cannot be seen in a compromising situation. I'm so sorry.
Excuse me? I'm a noble as well. So you could just tell them that you already found somebody. It's not gonna work with nobles.
Are you saying we should act like nothing has happened between us?
No, not at all. But it is not right that we carry on while I'm betrothed.
No.
I must break off the match
What?
first.
Or I will.
I assume your parents have political alliances resting on this engagement?
For once, that is something quite far from my mind. Oh, this is not what I wanted to happen. I barely remember Lord Otranto. I must see to this. And to my other duties. If I can keep my mind on them today at all.
Come on. Josephine.
Inquisitor, I'm afraid untangling my engagement to Lord Otranto will take some time.
Is there anything I can do?
He is Antivan. The only acceptable thing to do would be to challenge him to a duel for my favor.
Every family has scandals. I'll find something to persuade Otranto to break off the match.
Please, Inquisitor, no. If Otranto found out, he'd challenge you to a duel. The traditional form of dueling among Antivan nobles isn't usually fatal, but there's always a chance of harm. I hardly wish to see you skewered on a sword point for the sake of my honor.
What? How many enemies have I fought? Okay, maybe I'm an archer and I do use a sword, but like, I'm battle hardened. Whatever. We're about to have this duel. I'm about to set it up. Yeah, let me save. Yeah, if it's a super band, it's still my woman. Set this duel. Let's make that a priority. Is anybody available? Josephine, Cullen. We're still waiting for Liliana to be done. Where is it? Is it it's in Ferelden? It's kind of number of operations. There's so many of them. Okay. Amulet for Cole. Gotta set this duel up. I suppose I could send one of my people to issue the challenge to. Yes, Cullen. That's a command. I want that done immediately. We're about to phase off. Let's get the amulet for Cole.
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Yeah. Can't do anything else right now because nobody's free. Waiting for a response for that duel. And I'm waiting for Cole to get his amulet. What can I do in the meantime? I want my duel. It's gonna take like 8 minutes or so.
We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. A petition from citizens of Al Royal. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me?
Even Liliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from Le Fade. You could attempt to tell Val Royal's citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Mm.
Tell the petitioners, Andraste said her herald's word is as her own.
That will certainly make the Chantry take notice, but we shall spread the word.
Probably not the best, but who cares?
Inquisitor.
I wonder why I haven't got that quest for the Emerald Knights yet. Oh, I think you have to wait until a little later. I did some of the side quests at the beginning. The only thing that's really left is the story. And I don't want to do that yet because I'm trying to deal with this. I'm trying to get this duel here. I'm trying to do Cole's personal quest. There's nothing left. These are all just fetch quests and other things that don't matter. Requisitions. All the dragons are done. Bear with me, people. Let me go look at my tower real quick, the one I made for the Templars, and see if they anything new change. Maybe it just needed to update. But the Mage Tower clearly is better from what I've seen when I initially built it. Oh, there's like a Templar standing here. He's so still, he looks like a statue. No difference. Still got this sword floating in midair. There are a few people in here. This is the only stuff you can see up here. And then the rug and the tapestry over there. Yeah. The only thing I regret about the different decisions I made was saving the Templars. The story isn't as good as when you save the mages. Let's talk to Mother Giselle.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. I knew them, and crossed my heart.
Your worship. Inquisitor, the soldiers say you banished the demons at Adamant and freed the Grey Warden mages. I understand from Sister Liliana that the truth is somewhat more complex, but no less extraordinary. She said that you spoke with a figure in the Fade that seemed to be the soul of divine Justinia. I suspect many of the faithful would like to know what Justinia told you.
She helped me remember what happened at the Conclave. The Maker didn't give me the mark on my hand. I was struck in battle. And Andraste didn't send me. The figure everyone saw was divine Justinia.
I'm so sorry. That must have come as quite a shock.
The Maker didn't need to send Andraste to me physically for me to be her herald.
I'm glad to see your faith has not deserted you. You will need it in battles to come. It is wise that you do not let what happened in the Fade spread, however. Some would not understand. Now, is there anything I can help you with?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
We have many injured. The siege of Adamant was brutal for all involved. Even so, more flock to your banner. They have heard that the Inquisition defeated the legendary Grey Wardens. Your soldiers have been blooded, Inquisitor. They are veterans now. An army in more than just name.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
You have done much for the refugees in the hinterlands. Many who would have starved or frozen owe you their lives. With the rift near Crestwood sealed, the villagers have begun rebuilding their homes and
Right.
The people in the hills of Emprise de Lyon are safe again, thanks to you. They may even plant crops this season. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Did a lot more than that, but it's good to know they are doing well.
Farewell, revered mother.
Be well, Inquisitor.
Come on, I want my duel. It's taking a little too long. Oh yeah, let me talk to Dagna. She would like to know or speak to me after I'm in the fade.
Your worship.
Oh, Liliana's done. Give me a second here. There we go. Put Liliana on something else.
Where'd you learn to hammer?
I don't know if I found any new schematics, but I'm going to sync it up.
You were there. I have to know what it was like. The colors, the smells, the magic. I'm sorry, it's just so exciting. You went into the Fade. If you have time, Inquisitor, do tell.
You seemed excited that I fell into the Fade as Adamant.
Excited? Spring gets me excited. This is a wonder. It's probably hard to relate, but dwarves don't dream. So I can't even guess what it's like. I can't even understand what dreams are. But you were there. And came back. Can I take a sample?
A sample?
Oh, that sounded sinister. I meant, can I cut a little piece off of you and do things to it? That didn't sound better, did it?
Let's give her a full report.
You'll have a full report of everything I saw. Will that do?
It's a start. I'm sorry, it's just... This is exciting. It all is. Your people cleaned you up after your fall. I wonder if anything is left. So much to think about.
Okay. We got an operation for that. Weird display. This dual thing with those famous, pretty much the way of locking in the romance option. Let's see. Okay, the duel. It's waiting to speak with you. Excellent. Excellent. I'm ready for my duel. Dwarven slaves in Venatori hands.
contained in the area. We can send in smaller groups to offer relief.
I agree. Are you well?
A headache, nothing more. To work?
Send soldiers in, help them. Hopefully, it's not too much of an issue. Name of our enemy. Dorian wants that. Yeah. It's gonna take 5 hours. Let's save that. The first scouts died. Then I want to send more scouts in to find out what happened. Let's hold off on that one too. Mainly because I kind of know what it is, and we banished the Grey Wardens. Gather information on him. Nah, I just want to challenge him to a duel. I don't want to ruin his reputation. I just want him to leave my woman alone. Three hours. Jesus Christ. Let's do this for Dagna. 2 hours. We gotta take care of these other things first.
Inquisitor.
Do that for Enzo of Antiva. I know that got something to do with Zagrin in some kind of way. Got 3 quests that's over 2 hours long. Over 2 hours long. 36. $38. 29. Okay. We gotta speak with the messenger at Skyhold. Let's go ahead and take care of this duel here. Then we're gonna proceed on to the next story quest. Where is this messenger? He's down below. I don't care about ruining his reputation. I just want to make him leave my woman alone. Where is this messenger? Here we go.
Your worship, may I deliver a message from Lord Adorno Ciel Otranto of Antiva? His lordship accepts your request for a duel for the affection of Lady Montelier. He awaits your pleasure in Val Royal.
Tell Lord Otranto I look forward to settling this honorably.
At once, Inquisitor. He wishes you a speedy journey to the capital.
Right. I'm going right now.
am Lord Otranto of Antiva, rightfully betrothed of Lady Josephine Montillier. Songs of your exploits have spread to my city, Inquisitor. It's humbling to make your acquaintance. It is a pity it will not last longer. Before we duel, I trust you find the weapon to your satisfaction.
Am I not allowed to pick my means of defense?
I am the wounded party in this duel. Tradition dictates that I select our weapons. Of course, if you fear you might be clumsy with such a refined instrument, there is no shame in a forfeit.
Rapiers will do if you're out of your depth with a more substantial weapon.
Very good. Let us begin. An admirable start, Inquisitor. Perhaps House Trevelyan isn't the obscure backwater I've heard it to be.
Excuse me?
I'm glad Lady Montillier isn't here, exquisite as I've heard her appearance to be.
Maybe if you actually spent time with her, you would know it a little more.
Cutting you down in front of Josephine would have given a poor first impression of House Otranto to my bride.
Don't worry. I'll be sure to tell Josephine you fought bravely.
I admire your fearlessness, but you cannot hope.
Stop!
Josephine.
Come on.
Lady Montillier, what a pleasure to...
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Josephine, I can't take the chance that you might have to marry him.
That's not your decision. The Inquisition needs you. I need you. Yet you threw yourself into danger. Why do this? Why risk everything we've built? Why risk your life?
Go ahead, commit.
Because I love you.
You do?
He does?
Yes, Josephine. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I don't love that outfit, but
Well fought.
Lord Otranto.
I'd assumed your liaison with the Inquisitor was an affair of passion or convenience, Lady Montillier. But I'm not fool enough to stand in the way of true affection. The Otrantos regretfully withdraw the terms of our betrothal.
Thank you.
Do not thank me. I know when I'm outmatched.
okay. You're a gentleman. I like that.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about arranging the duel.
Given that you're in one piece, body and dignity, I forgive you. Just do kiss me again.
Now, if I was a warrior inquisitor, would that have been better? Because I can understand an archer not using a sword very often, but a warrior should have been able to demolish that man. I guess it's a good thing I don't know. Alright, cutscenes. I love them.
I can't stop thinking about your duel in Val Royeaux. running into the middle of the crowd, the noise, the swords flashing. I was so worried for you, but at the same time, well, it was the most exciting thing I've seen in ages.
So when you gonna send a note to your parents about our relationship? I mean, I think they know.
I was worried you'd still be angry that I started that duel in the first place.
I was only worried for your safety. Your position allows for so little of it. You know, when I first laid eyes on you back at Haven, I hadn't an inkling we'd become so close.
But you at least told yourself, my, what a stunningly handsome man.
You are too much. These moments seem so dear, especially given your greater calling. Sometimes I must remind myself that I'm required to share you with the rest of the world.
The world may want my time, Josephine, but you have my heart.
Then I count myself happy, beyond compare.
Okay. Cute scene. Not as explicit as, say, Cassandra's romance scene, but you know. Oh, this is my room. I don't think I showed it off. I'm rarely ever in here. Because there's not really much you can do except change clothes. Which, this is my favorite outfit, so I'm not changing it. This bed is the Free March's bed. At least the one for nobles. It looks a lot like Hawk's bed from Dragon Age 2. With a little better resolution. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, let's get ready to go to Valrio. Helena Shirao in particular, actually. The palace party. Do some court intrigue and whatnot. Our last game with the Elf Mage, I let Empress Lillian die. I let Duke Gaspard take over together with what's the lady spy? The Elven spy. His puppet master. I can't remember her name. Briella. Before that, Save Serene. But I don't think Briella was with her. She was newly alone. So maybe I'll repair the relationship between Briella and Serene.
A pleasure.
Hopefully they don't mess it up.
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Josephine?
Bonds of circumstance among the nobility are fickle. Civility is the only constant everyone admires. And I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Does it even become a strain sometimes?
Well, it can be trying. There is no shortage of self-regard among the nobility. The game can be wearying, discouraging, and extremely painful. But honestly, I'd miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends.
One good thing about becoming Inquisitor has been meeting so many different people.
I'm pleased. I imagine we appear a strange bunch to those outside our circle. Mages, Templars, Seekers, and an apostate elf are not often found working in harmony. Or at all.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Alright. Time to move the story some more. pay for this, but there's
Our
nothing else.
soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
Waiting the whole 16 minutes. You know what? I do have a few things I can do. I'm gonna save this for a special stream, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, cutting it a little short today. I just remembered there was a couple of things I need done by Monday and Tuesday. One thing done by Monday and one thing done by Tuesday. Ugh, right. This is what you get from getting promoted and having a job where you got important tasks to do. I should have. Lesson is to try your best never to procrastinate. When you finally get a day off, you end up working. Okay. I'll try to get done with my stuff as soon as I can. Got a couple places to go tomorrow. There's usually the day I don't stream on Sundays. Rarely I stream on. Sometimes I stream on Sundays, but I'll probably try to cut Dragon Age Inquisition in for another 3 or 4 hours tomorrow until next time.